Okay, and now I will talk about why it makes great sense, surprisingly, to combine a caffeine reduction project with a dieting project where you're dieting for weight loss, not weight gain, okay? The reason for this is if you haven't dieted before, like really, with a low carb diet, it's still gonna be with carbs, okay, or carbohydrates. But when you're dieting for weight loss using low amounts of carbohydrate, then something happens with your sleep cycle. So when you get a bit into the diet and it's really starting to take effect, you will start to find that you wake up earlier, easier. You're actually gonna wake up and feel quite alert and fresh already without any coffee. So that is actually a problem. If you continue drinking the same amount of coffee, you're gonna be more sensitive to it when you're dieting and you're gonna have sleep problems. So if you're dieting, you will almost have to integrate this protocol if you want to maintain the same sleep quality, well-being, and also try to maintain a relatively low stress level. Then you would have to include this protocol of caffeine reduction as well. So now I'm just going to quickly talk about how I diet, and then you can try to see if you want to implement this yourself. And I'm actually going to make not just one, I'm going to make several diet courses separately. It's a very big topic. I'm just going to go through it quickly here. Okay, so I'm just going to do the quickest diet course that you've maybe ever seen. And I'm going to use this little meal prep box to explain the principles that you follow, okay? So usually, if you go to a restaurant, they're going to give you the wrong amounts of food. So usually a restaurant would give you this amount of rice or potatoes or pasta or whatever carb source they use. And then they would give you a small amount of vegetables and then probably even smaller amount of meat. If you want to diet correctly for weight loss, you will have to swap these around a bit. You would want to eat a small amount of carbs, so a smaller amount of rice and pasta, bread, potatoes or whatever. And then you would want to eat a large amount of vegetables to make you feel full, but with low calories. And then you would want to eat probably a little bit more protein and meat or eggs or whatever your protein source is than what they usually give you, because that makes you feel full and it helps preserve your muscle mass. And also by having more muscle mass or maintaining more muscle mass, you will maintain a higher metabolism and burn more calories throughout the day. Okay. Also, I should mention regarding the carbs that rice and potatoes is the lowest calorie carb sources you can choose, and pasta is higher and bread is even higher than that. So try to see if you can stick to mainly rice and potatoes and sweet potatoes as well. Okay, and vegetables, well, just eat a lot of different vegetables. Like probably, as you already know, the top vegetables are like broccoli, leafy greens, and then don't eat the same vegetables all the time, but rotate, eat different vegetables so you are covered in terms of vitamins and minerals, okay? That was my quick diet class. I'll get into more detail in my actual diet course that I'll post probably within the next few months, okay? Oh, and one more thing. How you adjust your calorie intake with my diet principles is actually through eye measurements and then mainly reducing carbs and slightly the protein source you can reduce if you find that you're not losing weight. You just have to weigh yourself every morning and then adjust accordingly with small adjustments, okay? And avoid sugary drinks, of course. Try to not drink sugar in your coffee as well.